Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at the second round of the Illusionary Playground. And we'll start from stage 4 again. And for here we want Pierce characters, and then it can be helpful to have more characters with null block. I've heard that it's not necessary for the friend character to have null block, but I decided to bring one anyway. And then what we want to do every turn is to take down one of these ability locks. And they will all heal each other, so we want to concentrate our attacks on one guy at a time. And if we look at their counts for their turns, you know, some of them will have attacks that come out earlier. But I say that's not too big of a deal to go after the one that attacks first. Just make sure that you get rid of one of them every turn, or at least one. And to talk about the team that I'm using, first is a Ball. He's a Pierce with null block, so he addresses the gimmicks. His speed is a little slow, but my next two characters are Nostradamus Ascension, and they both have the speed up, so they can help him out. Nostradamus also has the Dark Slayer, so that's extra damage in here as well. And I think she's kind of considered the best character for this mission. And some people are even saying that she is necessary for this mission. I wouldn't go that far. It is possible to beat it with a free party, and I'll see if I can do that later. Alright, but same deal here on the second stage. We'll just try to get rid of one ability lock at a time. Okay, that brings us to the boss stage, although the boss is not out yet. This gives us a chance to take down some of the ability locks. And yeah, generally if we can spend the entire mission in the top half of the screen, that will make it easier for us. So we want to take that first stage to kind of improve our positioning. And yeah, if you do start at the top, it is possible to get rid of those two ability locks in one turn. I had the speed up, so I kind of went down and then came back up again. And then once the boss comes out, we just do damage to the boss. And yeah, that's why we want to be at the top half of the screen, because the hangman will generally appear around there. And then also if we start on top of the blocks that come up, we can continue to move back and forth, left and right, in order to do damage to him. Alright, my guys are ability locked, so they won't get the Dark Slayer in there. But the multiplier on the weak point is so high that we can just hit him with, you know, even with the ability lock and still do good damage. Okay, so that was stage 4. Okay, next let's look at stage 5. And then this is a fire stage, so we'll want to bring mostly water monsters. And then we'll want to bring guys with recovery, or fire slayer, or fire resistance, or strong bump combos. And we want to leave that angel out because he will shoot out the healing walls. And as we can see, all of our guys have these separate life bars. And then we just need to hit the healing wall once, and that will give us full life. So we can hit the healing wall once, and then go off and then do other things, like set off bump combos, or try to do some damage to little guys. But we definitely want to leave the angels. We need them for the healing walls. And to talk about the team that I'm using, first is Nostradamus Evolution. She is a bounce with the Fire Slayer, so she'll do good damage here. Next up is Shinji Evolution, and for some reason GameWith totally forgot to put him on their recommended monsters list. But he's another bounce. He's got a strong bump combo, and he also has the AT field, which will block the first attack on every stage. So that can really help him stay alive. And actually, if I had 3 of him, I would definitely use 3 of them here. Next up is Miroku. She's got recovery, fire slayer, and fire resistance, so she's pretty ideal here. Okay, and then here we are the ghost form, so let's hit the healing wall once and then try to do some damage to this boss. And we'll leave the angels alone. Okay, and then my last character, my friend character, is Yuna. And another bounce with a strong bump combo and recovery M, so she can heal my guys back up from the ghost form. But yeah, very short turn count until the boss's ultimate attack, so we want to get rid of everybody but the angels as soon as possible, and then do damage to the boss. Okay, that's decent damage. We need to get some hits in on the weak point, really. Okay, so good damage there. Alright, one turn left, so I really got to get on the right side of Hydra. Perfect, okay. Okay, last stage. Again, we'll get rid of the little guys, except for the angel, and then we'll go after the boss. Alright, there I was very lucky, and I kind of pinched in between the weak point and then the anti-pierce guy. Alright, here we'll use Shinji's Strike Shot just for the speed up. Hopefully we'll end up on the right side and get some hits in on the weak point. No. Okay, Miroku goes into ghost form, so we'll try to get some damage in with Shinji's Rebound Laser. That's decent. Alright, one turn left on the turn limit, so let's see if we can take down the boss with this attack. Alright, we'll rely on Shinji's bump combo again, and very good. Okay, so that was the Illusionary Playground, Wave 2, I guess. And this one I felt was easier than Wave 1. But it was kind of because, you know, you need more certain characters for these missions. The first wave I felt you could use more anybody, which is maybe why it was more difficult to do. Okay, good luck with that, and we'll see you again. Take care.